Welcome back to Dirt 5, and I want to start today with kind of admitting a mistake. So I believe the Ford F-150 Raptor from the previous episode was a pay-only car. Turns out there is a free one. So I don't know which one the AI is using, but we're going to use it today in our second race. But we start today firstly with the Big Apple Bash at Roosevelt Island Reverse, New York for an ultracross event. Wolverine is going to see us off, and he is driving the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, the Rally GT class. This is a new car for him and us. Haven't used it before, but he wanted to try something different, and this is how he gets on. So a decent start off the line very quickly. This car has a massive amount of acceleration and a decent amount of speed as well. Trying to sling up the inside, gaining fourth place, but then going into the turning a little bit too quickly, catching the rocks and pushing him back a little bit there, but back up to fifth place, but turning again too much, rolling the car and having to be reset because of it. Two mistakes right at the start of the lap. This is not going to end well in terms of race position, but let's see how well he can catch back up. While we're watching this, I will talk about the last episode. So I believe the F-150 Raptor at the time of recording that was a pay-only car. Now there is a F-150 Raptor you can pay for, and then I happen to find a free one in our selection of cars we could buy and use, and I wasn't aware of this. I just assumed it was a buy-only one because that's the first one I came across. So apologies for that. I still stick by my words. You know, I refuse to pay anything in game that isn't included in a season pass, DLC, or the game itself. So I stick to that. We're not going to be paying extra for a one-off car and stuff. But at least today we'll get a chance to look at the Raptor and just see, is it as good as it seems to be when the AI is controlling it? That'll be in the next race. Wolverine here is struggling to control the Porsche Taycan. He said that it was just too powerful. It was too quick. Over 100 miles an hour just there being hit before we hit the end of the first lap as well. He doesn't like extremely fast cars. I've used previous ones where you do struggle to see the track that's coming up because you're going that quickly. And I think that's what he's having here. Also the loose surface here, the gravel, isn't helping. The lack of grip in this kind of car isn't helpful. But on the actual tarmac it's pretty good. He just seems to be unable to control it at high speed in terms of spotting the braking point. Being able to scrub enough speed off to take a corner is his biggest issue at this point. Another crash just then as well. 12th place currently. And he's already got stamped, so we're not too worried about how he's doing. It's more about at least getting a stamp to finish the event. We don't have to win every race, which is what I enjoy. And I think that's what makes Wolverine find this so accessible to someone who isn't experienced when it comes to driving games. If you don't, as long as you don't have to win every race, it means you can have fun, you can make mistakes, and it's not going to have severe consequences. You're not going to do the same race 10 times just because you need to win it to finish it. And I think that's what Dirt 5 does pretty well. We'll do a review when we finally have the platinum and finish all the DLC. I'll do a little review about things as well. There's a few things I really enjoy about this, and a few things that maybe are not so good. But at the minute, Wolverine enjoying his racing. 8th place, dropping down the 9th as he gets that corner a little bit wrong. Again, too close to the edge of the track, catching the rocks there. He's down to 11th place. He has got a few positions back, but because of the rocks, he's now lost out there. And he's now back to last place on this final lap. Let's see if he can gain any more laps of positions back before the end of the lap, and before the end of the race at least. So he's got a lot to do. But this car is capable, I think, of catching some of these cars. This corner, he gets it right this time. He got it wrong on the last lap, and getting it right has meant he's caught up to this little group ahead of him. He's currently about to take 10th place. There we go, on the outside, taking 9th place as well. Now can he catch any more cars? Scrubbing, maybe braking there when he didn't need to. He was a bit worried about going to the wall, I think, there. Braking hard, just managed to get this around the outside, maybe a bit deep. It's a bit of a poor exit, but he's still in 9th. Going up the inside here, taking 2 positions, 7th place, but too deep again, hitting the barrier on exit, and again turning too early there, too close. That's the problem with battling other cars going side by side. You've got a risk of going the barrier yourself there. But he's 9th place now, scrubbing off a bit of speed as he goes across the line. 9th place. I think he did well. There was some massive mistakes in terms of the first kind of section where you've got the rocks on the edge of the track. He just couldn't see them easy enough. I couldn't see the boundary of the track easily. He said it's not a car he plans to use again as it is just too quick. I don't blame him really, to be fair. So here's our rewards coming in. Once the rewards are in, we have got some dirt radio to listen to. As we are near the end of the career, it will explain a few things as well. So we'll see you once the dirt radio is done.
Welcome back to the Dirt Podcast by Donut Media. And guys, we got to jump right in. It's a huge weekend for AJ and a huge show for us.
Huge weekend, Say, I don't know what you might be talking about, man.
I don't know, man. Just maybe some race. Might be the biggest event of the year.
Yeah, the race. Yeah. All jokes aside, man, we've been preparing for this one for a long time, and I feel good. I feel real good.
You're always so chill, so calm. It's hard to tell, man. Are you feeling the pressure?
Yeah.
The whole world's watching. I don't freak you out.
Look, man, it's a big race, and I'm not gonna lie. It's a huge one for me personally. There's a certain score to settle with a certain somebody.
Oh man, who could that be?
Ooh, it's a mystery.
I mean, this is a huge challenge for your relatively new to the scene driver.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. We're not calling him rookie anymore.
I think they've done enough. They've earned the new title.
They've done more than that. They've more than proven their worth many times over. Let me tell you, when I see them drive, it's like seeing a younger, better, faster version of me. Even better looking, better hair.
I wouldn't say that.
Thank you.
You're a handsome guy. I'm not gonna lie. You're really
Thank you. I would not want to be Bruno Duran right now.
I would.
No.
But it is good to hear that you got your confidence back. It's good to hear that you're feeling tip top going into the weekend.
Yeah, we get that fighting spirit vibe. You know, all of us, we feel good, but we also know we got a job to do. So
that's good to hear, man. Well, we're glad that you're feeling good. We wish you guys the best of luck. We will be pulling for you here at Donuts.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
We'll see you on the other side, bro.
So the reason for what they were saying is because in the next episode we will have the final 3 races of the Red Zone, the main events. But back to today, we have a second race. We have Big Trouble at Lijang Village Reverse, China for a Land Rush event. Soldierboy's in the car for this one, and he is driving the Ford F-150 Raptor of the pre-runner class. This is the free version. Is it as good as the other? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see how we do. A little bit of a weird livery going on. I let Wolverine pick the livery, and obviously he went bright, which is not normally my style. But already finding this car doesn't go round corners particularly well. It seems to drift more than you want it to. My first impressions, it is quick. Already up to 5th place in this race after the first couple of corners. I have found with this car though that if you oversteer it, and it's very easy to do, it turns far too much. The steering sensitivity on this car is really sensitive, so you have to be very careful in the corners. That's the downside. But as we're going round, 4th place, battling for 4th currently, but just managing to take it there. Looking at the 3 cars ahead of us, can we catch these up? Can we get a win in this car? I wouldn't say this is my favourite pre-runner car to use, just because of the oversteering sensitivity. I've got others I would prefer to use, but we do know how strong this car is with the AI. First lap out the way already, in 3rd place. 2 cars we've got to get past to get first, and we're not doing too badly. This car, as I say, pretty quick, keeping up with these cars ahead of us. It's the steering on the corners that is letting us down, whereas other cars, I feel a bit more confident in the corners with. You can take more speed because you're more confident. We are close to these 2 ahead of us, and we're still battling to try and catch them up. We are making inroads very slightly, I believe, at this stage. Currently 3rd place, and we've got to try and get even close to these cars. I'd like to do it before we start the last lap, but I'm not sure we'll make it. But then little move up the inside here takes us into 2nd. Can we hold it? I think we can. And can we go up the inside here for 1st place? We can indeed. It's a decent exit though now, and then round the next corner. 2nd place going back out there, a little nudge to the rear end. We hold it nicely. That nudges us again, causing a bit of oversteer, but we were in 1st place just by a nose. We have got the position we wanted. Right-hander to finish off the 2nd lap, and we are starting the final lap of this race in 1st place in the F-150 Raptor. And as I say, very good car, just very sensitive when it comes to steering. I kind of begrudge using it because it seems to just get past everything else. and I don't think I'll use it again in a pre-runner race. I think we'll stick to the ones we enjoy, unless of course we need to win, then we may not have a choice. First place currently, there is a little bit of a gap to the cars behind us, but it isn't much. I think second and third are just on our tail, and there is a gap to the cars behind them. The gap is less than a second. We need to be spot on now with these corners to make sure we hold this and bring it home for the win. First place though, we're just going to hold it on right hand here. Just trying to get the car to go round without steering too much. It's so difficult. The grip and the mud doesn't really help, I don't think, as well. It's so easy just to flick it a little bit too much. But we've got one corner to go now, and we are going to cross the line in first place. The F-150 Raptor does it again. We'll have a look at what the other people are driving. I'm assuming a lot of Raptors. Yes, lots of Raptors there. First three positions are Raptors. So I'm kind of in two minds. Is this car the paid version that the other cars are driving, or is it the free version? I'm not sure. If it is the free version, then apologies for my little rant in the previous video. But we got a chance to use it, and it is pretty good. As you can see, it dominates the pre-runner class, and we do have the win with it. Not something I really want to use too much, I don't think. Maybe it's a bit OP, I'm not sure. I don't like calling things OP, to be fair. But that is the second race done. For our final race of the episode, we have Atlas Endurance at Dades Gorge, Morocco for Pathfinder event. Wolverine Sinisnout is driving the WS Auto Racing Mudclaw of the Rockbouncer class. Again, Rockbouncer Pathfinder event. We will not be commentating. Let's see how he gets on with this one. What a way to finish the Pathfinder event. Wolverine smashes the free stamp time by 5 seconds, even though he rolled it right at the end as well. He did fantastic to recover, get it across the line. 3 stamps in hand, and that is the end of today's episode. 3 races done in the bag, and that moves us on to next episode. So next episode, we are about to finish single player career mode, the free red zone main events. These are going to be tough. These are going to be hard. Hopefully we can make it through in one piece. If you're enjoying this series or any content on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and like on the episodes does help as well. And we'll see you next time for the red zone finale.